tell, I'm not in my room. This is my parents' room. They have better lighting in here, so I decided to come in here. But as you can probably tell by the title of this video, which is probably why you clicked on it, this is a story time about my roommate horror story. So first things first, it's not really necessarily a horror story, it's just not a good situation, and I decided that in honor of me moving back into college, I was going to talk about this. I kind of like gave the option of a couple videos on my Instagram story, so if you guys haven't, make sure you check my Instagram out. I post on my story just about every day. That'll be in the description. But a bunch of people decided they wanted to hear this story, so here it is. So, I graduated from high school in 2016 in May, and then in fall 2016, so August, I moved into college. I was a cheerleader for a year, so that would be my first year of college, and so I had to move in early. All athletes, or at least fall and winter athletes, some in the spring do, some don't, move in early. So I had to move in early. So I moved in about 2.5, 3 weeks before my roommate was set to move in. I did not know this person at all. Had not met her. I knew nothing about her. She was set to move in like normal move-in day that everyone else was, because she was just a normal student. She ended up like, I don't know, being an RA or something like that. I don't know. She does something, but when she first moved in, she did nothing. So she moved in normal student day, and I moved in a couple weeks earlier. So we didn't really know each other. We hadn't met. I filled out, and I know she did too. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm just gonna protect her identity because I feel like it's rude to talk about someone without their permission. But anyhow, so we filled out this like roommate matching questionnaire. So basically the college sends you a questionnaire and you fill it out, and that's how they pick who your roommate's gonna be. So they try to match you personality wise pretty well. And so we started texting because they give you the person's email and the person's cell phone number, so you can get in contact with them and kind of get to know them before you move in. So we did. We started texting, and she seemed very nice. We planned, I was gonna bring the refrigerator, she was gonna bring a microwave, she was gonna bring a TV because she already had one. She might as well bring with her instead of leaving it home. We both decided to bring our cars. We were getting along what I thought was really well. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I read the situation differently than she did. But we had agreed that we would be okay rooming together. Well, I moved in. Everything was going well. I made another friend. I will see if she will be in the videos. I don't know. But she's still friends with me now. We're really good friends, and we talk all the time on campus. We've been texting all summer. She's been praying for my mom through everything that she's been going through. So I don't think that'll be up yet. This will probably go before that. But my mom's been going through some testing and stuff, so make sure you go check out the vlogs that'll come out after this so you guys can learn more about that. But anyhow, back to the story. So we were like friends already because she was also on the cheer squad. So then my roommate comes in, and when she moved in, we got along decently. We had gone to dinner a couple times, but she had this boyfriend of 4 years, and she was with him like a lot of time, which is fine. Sierra and I met by that point, and Sierra and I hung out a lot, and we're really good friends. So, you know, whatever. Like, Sierra and I are really good friends, and we were getting along, so we're like, we'll go to dinner together, we'll go to lunch together. We had some of the same classes. I had friends in classes that I didn't always talk to them outside, but I would talk to them in classes, and we were doing fine. Well, then my roommate starts telling me all these very personal stories, and I was like, and quite often I'd be like, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I don't care to hear about your love life in that way. I'm trying to keep this PG. So some of you probably get what I'm saying, but I was like, I don't care to hear about what you and your boyfriend do on your own time. Well, our school at UC, they have a policy. We're a small Christian private university, so they can make their own rules. And some of them are, you can't have, okay, if you're in a girls' dorm, you can't have a boy in your room certain hours, and like vice versa. The boys can't have girls over all hours. So there's specific hours, and within those hours, you have to have your door open and lights, at least one light on, or like your window open during the day. So they were together for quite a few years. She would bring him over. Granted, they were during those hours, but I never had a heads up. Maybe I was like talking to Sierra and she's like, hey, let's go to Walmart or whatever. I'd say, okay, I just need to go change clothes really quick. And I'd want to go change them really quick. Well, I can't change clothes with the door open and her boyfriend standing right there staring at me awkwardly, like. So, I mean, I guess that wasn't too much of an inconvenience because the bathroom wasn't that far down. It was just more of a, oh, like a surprise that he was in there. She was constantly bringing friends over. The only friend I ever really brought over was Sierra, and she would have a problem with that sometimes. And it was like, excuse you, didn't realize that you hated Sierra. And maybe she didn't, but she would be rude about it. Like, can you guys be quiet? I'm trying to take a nap or whatever. So we'd end up going to Sierra's room because her room was like right across the hall where we could talk in the hallway. But she would be extremely rude, and like when she brought friends over all the time, she just expected me to be okay with it. No heads up. She was so rude. She would bring her boyfriend over at all hours without a warning. If my dad ever came to visit, which was like maybe 2 or 3 times, I think twice the entire time she was there, that we were like rooming together, I think twice, she would just bring her boyfriend. Well, when my dad came over, I would say, hey, like my dad's coming over, just want to give you a heads up. And then I would text her right at the time and say, this is what time he's coming up to the room, this is how long he should be there. And I would always text her and let her know. She never texted me and let me know. She never even gave me a heads up like, hey, your boyfriend might come over today. She never told me. Her boyfriend was nice, he was really kind, but sometimes I want the privacy of my own room and I don't want to walk in and see your boyfriend sitting there staring at me awkwardly, feeling like he's in the middle of an argument. Like, kinda is. The two of us had a lot of, I guess, animosity, and he's now awkwardly in the middle of it. I would say the worst thing she did was laundry at 3 a.m. She would do it at like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Like, I have been sleeping for hours, okay? The latest I ever go to bed is like midnight on campus. Like, I need my sleep. I had an 8 a.m. every morning, Monday through Friday, my freshman year, first semester. Anyway, but we just roomed together first semester, but I'll get to that. But, I don't know, it was just like, why do you need it? Like, if you weren't always with your boyfriend 24/7, you could get some laundry done. And it was just frustrating to me because I never knew, you know, when she was gonna be there with him. I never knew when she wasn't gonna be there with him. I didn't know when she was gonna do laundry, and when she didn't, she would blame me and say, hey, the room smells like dirty laundry. Do your laundry more often. Like, I did my laundry 2 hours ago. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no laundry. Yours, however, over there is overflowing. Like, her laundry bag, it was quite a big one. I don't know, like, you guys know what mine looks like. It was a little bit bigger than that and a little bit wider than that, and it would overflow with clothes. And then she would blame me, and it's like, I do my laundry literally weekly. And back then when I was cheering, I would sometimes do it every 5 days or so because I just had so much clothes because I had my regular clothes and then I had like my cheer uniform and stuff. But I did laundry no more than every 9 days when I roomed with her. And she would go 3 weeks without doing laundry and blame me for the smell, and it's like, no honey, that's your laundry because it's overflowing and all over the floor everywhere. As well as your used band-aids that are all over the floor, stuck to the floor. Moral to that story is, don't walk around in your dorm room without socks on. You never know what you're gonna step on. And or at least flip-flops, because you never know what you're gonna step on that your roommate could have left behind. But she would just do laundry at odd hours in the morning, and she would come in. I had been sleeping. She'd decide she needed a snack, so she'd like open the fridge, make noises, sometimes turn the microwave on. She would flip all of the lights on in the room. Like, okay, you can flip on your little lamp, you don't need the entire bright light. There is a giant table right outside the laundry room and 2 giant tables inside the laundry room that you can sort laundry on if you need to. For a reason. So that people like me can get our beauty sleep even though you apparently don't think we need it. So she would just like 4 o'clock in the morning just flip lights on and make as much noise as she could. And sometimes I felt like she was doing it on purpose. Maybe I'm wrong, but it was just annoying. Like, if she wasn't doing it on purpose trying to annoy me, why was she doing laundry at 4 o'clock in the morning? You can't find a time to do it at like noon one day? Like, this is college. I know you don't have classes 24/7, okay? I don't know. So that was frustrating. And then, so she would just do other things like that. She would do little digs at me, like, are you gonna be in the room later? Because I was thinking about having people over, like, oh, so I'm not good enough for your friends? I'm not allowed to be over? I don't know. It was just kind of like, she would say things that I felt were kind of rude. So I just tried to be out of the room unless I was sleeping and just kind of like avoid her at all costs. And if she was in the room, I would just put my headphones in and blast music, a YouTube video, a video game, whatever I was doing, just so I couldn't hear her because it would get annoying. Another thing was she watched Orange is the New Black all the time. I'm not judging. If you want to watch that show, that's fine. But that's not my kind of show. There are scenes in which I don't care to know about or be a part of. And she would play that so loud. And it's like, I don't need to hear that. I don't need to see that. Like, just stop. So that was frustrating. I don't know, there's just a lot of things. And it's like she expected me to always do what she wanted me to do and not what I needed to do or what I wanted to do. So it would get kind of frustrating. Through August, it wasn't too bad. September got worse. By the time October rolled around, I couldn't take it anymore. So midway through September, she really started getting bad. And I was like, Sierra, I don't know if I can handle this much longer. She was like, girl, you need out of that situation. Like, that's not fair to you. Another thing is, if you turn the thermostats down, in that dorm that we were in, if you turned your thermostat, each room had its individual one, below 68, you could freeze out the system. So they told you not to do that. Well, I'm always cold. You guys have probably figured that out by now. I'm wearing long sleeves today in the middle of summer, although it's only like 70 something today. But I'm always cold. I'm just a cold person, like, not cold as in like, I'll give you the cold shoulder, but like cold as in like temperature wise. I am quite often very cold. So, anyhow, I like to keep the temperature like somewhere like 78, 76, something like that. She would want it on like 62. And I was like, you can't do that, you're gonna break it. She did break it eventually, and we had to stay up at the hotel. Like, our university has an inn that's kind of like part of it. It's like Cumberland University, and then, or like University of Cumberland, and then the Cumberland Inn. And so the Cumberland Inn is a work-study opportunity for students and stuff, so they go up there a lot and they work. And they also quarantine students up there when they get really sick, like the flu or stuff. They can't go home for, like, because usually they'll send you home, but if like you're from California or something, they're not gonna put you on a flight. So they'll quarantine you up there. But they put us up there because our temperature would not go below 84. Most nights it was like 90, 92 in there because she had broke the system. She had froze it out. Like, I told her and had it. I even went to the RAs and said, this is the rule, right? And like, yeah, not below 68. And I said, can you please go tell her that? They did, like 3 different times. I told her like 8 different times. Sierra told her twice. And she froze up the system and it quit working. So that was up to that end of September, and I was like, this is the last straw. I can't take it. We started getting into like the first week in October, and I had to meet with my advisor. You have to, like, your first semester there, you meet with your advisor like 5 times, and then after that like 2 or 3 times as needed throughout the semester. So I met with my advisor again. We were kind of discussing where I wanted to go, what I should do the next semester, all this stuff, and I said, hey, I kind of have this problem with my roommate, and was talking to her about it, and she goes, go talk to student services and they'll help you out. So I went to student services, told them everything. I'm struggling enough to transition from high school to college, from home life to living on my own. So I just went to them and I told her, like, she does laundry all the time, her boyfriend's always there, like, she doesn't respect my space and my wishes and my wants. So they said, okay, let's get you into a different room. So fall break, which was mid-October, and this is in 2016, this is all like in the course of from August like 20 something to October like 10th or something like that, closer, like the first week in October. So they put me in a new room. I was very, very lucky. I got a single person room, so it was just gonna be me in that room. I got very lucky in this aspect because I didn't have to worry about if I was gonna get along with my next roommate or not, because all the friends that I had made already had a roommate and were doing well in their roommate situation. First, a couple of them knew their roommates before moving in from like high school and such. But yeah, so I moved out over fall break. The last contact I ever had with her while we were still kind of like roommates was she texted me halfway through fall break, are you moved out yet, or when are you gonna be moved out? And I could just hear it in that tone of voice, and I was like, are you kidding me? So I said, yeah, I'll be moved out by tomorrow. You won't see me. I'll be completely moved out by the time you get back, and I promise I won't touch any of your stuff. So I did. I completely moved out over fall break. I couldn't go home because we had cheer practices and stuff. So she came back, and then never really had any more contact with her. I'm gonna clear the air here right now. I did not hate her. I did not hate her one little bit. I disliked the way she treated me. And maybe at heart she's a good person and I just saw her in a hard, vulnerable time in life, which I get. Like, transitioning from high school to college when you've been living at home for the last 18 years and now you're suddenly on your own, it is hard. It's very hard. But I feel like there's a better way to take it and a worse way to take it. And the better way to take it is to work with your roommate. Be kind. Kindness takes no time and it's free. And you never know what somebody's going through. It can seriously go a very long way. As someone who's dealt with depression and anxiety almost my whole life, I can tell you, kindness goes a very long way. So always be kind. And I guess that's the end of the story. I really have nothing else to tell you guys about this. So with that being said, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that red button. That's the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit it. It's free, just like kindness. So make sure you hit that. It means a lot to me. And once you've hit that subscribe button, or if you're already subscribed, hit the bell to get my notifications turned on, because my uploading schedule is about to go very wonky once I get to school, and I don't even know if I'm going to upload on the schedule. I may just upload whenever I have a video and I have it edited and it's ready to go up. But they almost always go up at 7 a.m., just not on a set day. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you always know when my videos go live. And thanks for watching.